eczema can happen in various places over the body, and it's when you have really dry, red skin that's extremely itchy, and it causes a world of suffering for a lot of people, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. There's a number of things that are potential causes. There's no one specific cause that's been agreed upon by doctors as this is what causes eczema. It's not quite like that. It's a little bit more complex and indirect. It can be a lot of things. It can be immune system dysfunction. It can be environmental conditions, variations in genetics as relating to skin. It can be different allergies, like to foods, to beauty products, to detergents, to different chemicals in your environment. It can be related to chronic stress, potentially even a reaction of your body to temperature changes. So there's a lot of possible things. I'm hoping that one of the things in that list maybe turned on a light bulb for you and you're thinking, oh, that's what it is, and if I deal with this source and this trigger, I may be a lot better off. So that's, again, there's going to be tremendous variance from one person to the next. Now, what can you do apart from finding the source of what is triggering it for you? There's quite a lot of things, I'm happy to say. The best thing would be is if you can invent a time machine. Go back in time and tell your mom that when she gets pregnant, that it's really important for her to optimize her vitamin D levels, because they found that low vitamin D in pregnancy and actually in childhood, and so make sure you as a child are getting plenty of vitamin D, low vitamin D in pregnancy and childhood increase risk for eczema quite significantly. So if you can't figure out how to put a time machine together, well, let's look at what else we can do in the current time frame. So red light therapy, which we talked about quite a bit earlier, and you can even, there's large devices you can get a pretty small device, but red light therapy is something that can be very helpful for eczema. Taking vitamin D now, optimizing your vitamin D levels, is never a bad time to do that. And that has then domino effects on your immune system as well. Remember, a lot of your immune cells have vitamin D receptors on them. So vitamin D is just transformational for the immune system. And not only getting the vitamin D from supplements, although that's great, but try to get 10 to 15 minutes a day of sunshine on this area of your skin wherever you do have the eczema. And then coconut oil topically, and you can even combine some lavender essential oil. That can be really good. And then, we mentioned a little bit chronic stress earlier, and this is supported by research from Harvard. They've said that there is very often a psychological component to eczema, and that things like meditation, breathing practices to improve focus and decrease stress, and cognitive behavioral therapy can all be helpful in certain cases. And then, omega-3s is another one for anti-inflammatory effects. This would be either fish oil, krill oil, or algae oil. These long-chain omega-3s as opposed to the shorter chain, plant-based that you would get in like chia and hemp and flax. It's not the same. You do convert a small amount, but it's not enough to make a significant difference. You really got to go for the long-chain marine oils. And then probiotics is another one. The gut health plays a tremendous role in inflammatory reactions throughout the body. So doing things like probiotics and prebiotics, and taking things like Ion Biome, which is a supplement that helps to close up the tight junctions in the gut and help with leaky gut. Because if you have leaky gut, you're going to have inflammation. If you have inflammation, it's going to make things like eczema worse. So there's a whole another direction you can go out and just focus on working on your gut health that can have some benefit there too. So lots of ways of going about this. If you do even one thing on this list, great. If you do a couple more than that, it's probably going to be even better. It's a really good idea to look both at some of those triggers and root causes that I spoke about, and see which of those may be applicable in your case, and combine that with some of this extra stuff like the red light therapy and dealing with the stress and putting coconut oil on topically, and all this together you can create a really good approach to it.